Smell like Badoosie biscuits. White people, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this now since I'm sure you're already thinking it. Rachel Dolezal Halloween costumes, not gonna be acceptable. I don't give a fuck. I don't wanna see that shit. I promise nobody's going to think that you're cool or, you know, creative or trendy. They're gonna think you're stupid. And I know a lot of y'all are gonna do it anyway. You know, because you're stupid. So for my last read, I briefly touched on the discussion of angry black queens. But somehow in that discussion, I forgot to bring up Donnie McClurkin because she decided to log her black ass on Facebook or wherever the fuck, talking about I'll never speak against God's standard for marriage, and that is with man and woman or whatever. Like, first of all, who asked you to speak? Who was it? Like, who said, hey girl, X bottom, how do you feel about the recent activities down at the Supreme Court? You know, what's your flavor? How are you feeling? Like, I get it. I understand that you are sticking very firmly to your faith, and I respect that. Like, I respect that. But one thing that you and I both know is that dick is a beautiful thing. You can't deny it. You're not gonna argue with me about that shit. That's just something that you know. So you should really be the last person to say something, okay? Nobody's asking you to be their flower girl. Nobody's down on bended knee giving you a boys to men. Tyler Perry didn't ask you for your hand in marriage, sweetheart, not to my knowledge. You know, if so, congrats. But I really don't understand what this shit is about. So you stick to making sure that you and Kirk Franklin aren't wearing matching vests down on Sunday's Best, and let whoever the fuck marry whoever the fuck they want to. Thanks, sweetness. I understand that a lot of you have e-hustles, and I totally respect the game. Like, a lot of y'all are out here selling, you know, dresses with holes in them and beanies and like waist trainers, hair, ass, rouge bottoms, ebooks, whatever. The point is, I understand y'all have like items and shit for sale, and a lot of you choose to do that on Instagram, which is fine. I just want to point out that you have to be very careful which celebrities you choose to have endorse your products online. I noticed that a lot of you have, you know, the most ratchet, spam water ass celebrities promoting your products. You're not just gonna have Young Jack and Keisha Cole and Drea in your limited edition Timbs and expect me to buy them, because I'm not gonna. I'm really looking forward to a rise in male R&B singers that don't feel the need to cover themselves in tattoos and sing about, you know, ejaculating in the eyes of women, you know, robbing a Carl's Jr., how difficult thug life is. All the male R&B singers out right now are either fake gangsters or they're pretending to be straight, and if they're not, they don't get any recognition. But anyway, I'm gonna listen to this Miguel album. I'm sure that I'm going to like it anyway, even though the cover looks like Prince doing an Inception in like a Rick James wet dream. You know, one of the hardest parts about being a bitch is that there are so many moments where I should probably be nice, or like a normal person would be kind, but the only way that I know how to respond is rude. Because you would think that being a bitch is like a choice, but for me it's like a lifestyle. Like, this is just how I am. That's what I know. And like, I'm trying to change or whatever, but people are so stupid. Like, so stupid, and it just leaves you with no other option sometimes. Like, I'll sometimes have like a 5-minute inner monologue like, okay, what would a nice person do? And there's nothing. I can't come up with anything. Like, every option I have is bitch. So I don't. If you are over the age of 17 years old and your name is not Ricky Smiley and you are still making prank phone calls, you need to find something to do. Speaking of which, every now and then I see these videos of these white kids that run around like the hood and agitate the fuck out of black people in the most like corny ass ways. Like, they'll step on people's Jordans or run up on a basketball court and take the ball and run off, or like run up on people and fart, or just do anything that would leave a black person with no choice but to peel your fucking wig back and vacuum pack that shit. Just fuck your ass up. So I would think that I wouldn't have to say this, but here it goes. Picking apart black stereotypes and using them to antagonize black people is not pranking, it's racist. So sit your ass down somewhere and find something to do. If you want to prank somebody, tell your mama you about to go get a job. That would be a prank. I want to know what it is about Starbucks that is so goddamn dandy. Like, I've been to Starbucks, I've had, you know, the Frap, Cap, the Halle Berry Bap, all of them. I've had the Oprah potions, each and every, I've had the beverages, the passion punch, whatever the fuck. I've had it. And it tastes good or whatever, but I'll be walking down the street at like 5:30 on a Thursday evening, and there'll be a line wrapped around the block for Starbucks. Is Taylor Swift going to these motherfuckers and giving birth to fresh babies for you niggas? Like, what the fuck is in it that you love so much? Everybody at Starbucks look like they just going through something, like they had to come down there and be miserable together. I don't get it. I don't understand. But God bless you. I hope everything's all right. Listen, don't ask me to retweet or reblog any of your posts just because I love God. I love him. I don't feel like I need to give you web traffic in order to prove that. Like, God is in heaven, like, oh, so you gonna keep scrolling? You not gonna give your Lord and Savior no like love? That's how it is? See, that's why you got a bill on the way now, and you ain't got no way to pay for it. When them lights get cut off, don't you send me no prayers. I won't be helping you. Log off.